So guys, today I got for you another update episode on what's new out there, and I'm really looking forward to all of these brand new perfume releases because they are super exciting and I absolutely cannot wait to share with you my thoughts on them, or better to say predictions, because I haven't smelled them yet but I really want to. So keep on watching to find out more. All health information is down below in the description box, so make sure to check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and once you're done with that we can get started. Say hello and welcome everyone to another update episode on what's new out there. Let me know if you've heard about a very interesting perfume release, and I'm here to share with you my selection of fragrances that have just popped online, and it will definitely take a minute for them to appear in the shops, but I'm here to run you through them. And also by the end of the video we are gonna open some brand new perfumes that have just arrived today, so stay tuned for that. And let's get started with the first fragrance, which is by Creed. Their Queen of Silk has just been launched and it sounds so exciting to me personally because the notes are just stunning with Chinese osmanthus, magnolia and saffron. I think it's gonna have this spicy and maybe a little bit floral fruity opening, especially because there is a pretty trendy note that I predicted to be huge in 2024, which is passion fruit, as well as patchouli, tuberose, oud, and in the base vanilla, ambroxan, some balmy and spicy, kinda churchy notes. So there are different sides that this perfume could take. I think it might be spicy, patchouli, balmy type of fragrance, or maybe fruity, woody, but I predict it to be on the dark side. It's gonna be deep, maybe even oriental, because the color of the bottle is really vibrant and reminds me of the previous release Carmina. It was rather cherry shade, but because of the name I think it is going to be a little bit more on the feminine side, and I really want to try it, although I've never been a big fan of this brand. Although I really like Aventus and Carmina, I think that Queen of Silk might be something modern. That's what I hope it to be. But the next fragrance is definitely something I might want to blind buy if I had a budget that would allow me to pull a trigger and get one of the most expensive perfumes on today's list, which is a new release by BDK, and I really like this brand, you guys. I have only 3 fragrances from them: my signature scent, Gris Chanel, that you've probably already bored of, and then Rouge Smoking, that is also very popular, and gorgeous Gourmand, and a little bit more underrated perfume from that collection, Tobacco Rose, which is a darker and jammier rose scent. And they've just released 312 Saint Honor, which I guess is the name of a Parisian street, and it comes in a lighter bottle. I mean, like, the juice is very pale, so probably it's gonna be a bit more effortless than their previous releases like Velvet Tonka, and I really like that, but I have a great dupe, so I probably don't need the original, because Divan Fragrances has a very spot-on take on it. And this new release sounds right up my alley, because in the top we have a rooty French Angelica note and Madagascar pink pepper, so I guess it's gonna be woody, aromatic, maybe even cool and spicy, and then iris with tonka bean, very textural notes. By the way, if you love tonka bean, then definitely check out my best of episode dedicated to this note. And orange blossom in there, I guess, is just for the structure and the texture. I don't think it's going to be a floral perfume. In the base there is ambroxan and white musk, as well as Thai oud, and as in the previous perfume, I guess ambroxan and white musk, they will just add to the texture and structure without being too dominant, and Thai oud might be actually noticeable, but in a very subtle way. So it might be a very light and Parisian Western way of wearing a daytime friendly oud perfume. That's what I hope this fragrance to be, and I'm really excited for it, just as for Initia's new release that is called Narcotic Delight. And because of the notes, I think it's going to be rather for the nighttime. They have very opulent perfumes, and it's a shame that I still don't have any of my favorite ones, such as Musk Therapy, but there is a great dupe by Divan Fragrances that I have in my collection, and there is also another dupe from One Perfumes for their aphrodisiac fragrance that I'm a big fan of. It's actually my signature scent. And this new one, Narcotic Delight, I guess it's gonna be a dark gourmand because of cherry and cognac, tobacco notes and vanilla. I think it's gonna be sweet, but like in a dark way. And I don't know why, when I'm looking into the notes, there is the fragrance Angel Share that comes on my mind, although I don't think they're gonna gonna be too similar and identical because the notes are still different. It also has like this spicy, sweet oriental vibe, and I guess there is gonna be a little bit of a link between them. So if you've already smelled any of these new releases I am sharing with you today, then let me know how you find them. And in case you've already smelled Narcotic Delight, is it similar to Angel Share? I mean, like, I have such a great dupe by Zara that I don't need that super expensive and pricey Killian perfume. But the next fragrance is actually very inexpensive, quite affordable, from a designer brand this time that I have great experience with, which is called Zadig and Vulture. And I have This Is Her Undressed, This Is Her, and now they have This Is Really Her. The naming is so funny, but the notes breakdown is absolutely crazy. And I honestly don't know what to expect from it, because in the top there is basil and pink pepper. So first things first, as you've probably already noticed with all of these new releases, pink pepper is pretty much in, and this is just a light peppery note that is not as strong and aggressive as, let's say, black pepper. And then basil, I feel, had a moment last year. It was in one of Montal's fragrances and a couple of others. But then we got chestnut, metallic notes, and rose, which is quite weird. And in the base, honey, labdanum, patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla, which makes me think it's gonna be sweeter and powderier, almost oriental in the dry down. But metallic notes and basil, they are rather sharp, so I don't know how it's gonna smell, but these are super essential. They smell sexy on skin, and I can highly recommend you this brand. There is also a masculine new release, which is a little bit weird. I don't know if it's gonna smell nice, but there are also metallic notes, and typically I'm not really into them. And in here we have woods and citruses, so I think it's gonna be like a typical masculine perfume, and this is really him. Is not necessarily as exciting as the feminine counterpart, but something that is like the most fun and something that I am so there for, but I won't buy it. So just in case you appreciate my content here, you can definitely donate on Buy Me Coffee website that is linked down below in the description box, as well as some discounts with which you can shop perfumes, and I will definitely benefit from them, and then might actually blind buy something as exciting as one of the newer releases by DSH Perfumes. And who remembers my obsession with this indie brand? I have like more than 20 bottles, and they are quite expensive, but always so creative. And this next perfume is just a pure proof for that, because it is called Butter Beer. And you guys, this is kind of like a holiday limited release, and it says a rich and satisfying gourmand delight that warms as it develops, starting with a touch of rum and light fizzy lemon twist. In the top note, butter CO2, creamy Tahitian, vanilla CO2, and orris butter in the heart, landing on a caramelic butterscotch accord, roasted barley extract, tonka bean, and sandalwood in the base. Oh my god, I love boozy perfumes, I love gourmands, and I like the work of Dom Spencer Hurwitz so much. I mean, like, hold on, I will show you a couple of bottles. And these are just a few I could carry, you guys. I have so many more, and definitely a couple of videos I would recommend you to check out in case you want to dive into a whole different world of perfumery that will suck you in. But yeah, Butter Beer, I would love to have at least like a travel spray to have fun with. So if you're in the States and you're feeling generous, you might want to contact me for the address. But on that note, you guys, now we are done with the new releases that I'm looking forward to. Now let's unbox something that I've been dreaming about literally since last summer, when I discovered Jany by the brand SORADORA. So they just released these new fragrances in white bottles, and they are so pretty, you guys. Mellow, that I've already shared with you my thoughts on, is a nostalgic violet fragrance with some modern touches of flowers and sweet notes, kind of like berry pops in there. Absolutely gorgeous. A little bit like Insolence, but OG formulation, and Jany is very different. Actually, between these two, I fell for it first, and it's because the fragrance is super authentic. It smells like, oh, this presentation is just gorgeous. So I highly recommend you to look into this brand. in case you're not familiar with it. The bottle is stunning, just kind of like frosted, but then it goes into this gradient effect, and it is so beautiful. I have the black bottle design to compare right here. So yeah, I love that they are experimenting with their designs, and this perfume, it's love at first sniff, you guys, especially oh no, like you smell it and you're like, no, it can't be true, it can be so good, but it can, you guys. And now literally in this moment, not in life, I'm really down, but this perfume will keep me high. It will really load me with positive energy, because gourmands just tend to do that. And this smells of a freshly baked apple pie. It's like pastry, just buttery, and it's so a little bit spicy, caramelized treat that is long lasting, that is super attractive. I worn my sample almost completely, and Jany is like out of this world. If you want to smell like a treat, but you want to smell expensive, it's a little bit powdery. There is note of baked apple with this cinnamon, vanilla, syrupy, caramelized note. Oh, it's so good. You won't stop wearing it. It's so good. Both of these are gorgeous, but Jany, I feel like it will make so many people happy. And if you're like me and you're down, you're like in a dark place or something, then it will definitely help you to fight that depression that might be a little bit annoying sometimes. And if you want to make sure it goes away, then check out some great gourmand perfumes. Of course, I have a discount for you, so feel free to use that. And also I have a discount for J.U.S fragrances. So this is the box that they come in, and this is a huge box. So I remember when I discovered this brand for the first time, I love their concept. A little bit ASMR moment. Because they have this QR code, and if you scan it, then you can actually see the perfume formula of the fragrance, and you could even recreate it if you had the materials. Ooh. Don't fall, you guys. Do you think we can make it through the video without me dropping the fragrances? The bottle is heavy, the bottle is gorgeous. Okay, the bottle is so gorgeous, oh my god. And it is Spicydelice. It is absolutely enveloping, hugging, one of the best spicy fragrances out there, with cardamom and ginger, and they are almost clean. They smell so juicy and tart, not too spicy at all. Then we have even more spices like cinnamon and nutmeg, some cloves in there. Oh my god, if you love cloves but you don't want it to be in opium style, oh, this is just so good. I don't know how they managed to create such a fresh but not too aromatic and metallic type of a spicy fragrance. It's mind-blowing. Maybe it's actually because of the Davana note, and it's herbaceous and boozy at the same time. Very interesting. Always add something complexive and just dynamic, interesting, exciting to the fragrance. And in the base there is vanilla and some ambers, but you really need to take your time with this perfume. It seems to be like a fresh spicy fragrance, and then in the dry down you will be left with the softest hug ever, and to super unisex as well. A nice transitioning fragrance from the cold weather into the warm one, like from winter into the springtime. This is ideal for men and women. Like, this is so gorgeous, and it has a bit of a classic feel to it. Sometimes I'm thinking of Kenzo's Elephant perfume, or like the Spice Blend by Dora. So it's something like that. If you like those perfumes, I think you might really enjoy this one, and I'm so happy that I finally have it in my collection, because I will be wearing it out. Like, out, it's amazing. It is very cozy in, but outside I feel like all the spices and ambery notes, they can shine on the fresh air. So this is definitely one of the favorites, and it will be even nice with Jany paired together. That will be like the most stunning combination that will hopefully keep me up and positive, but let me know which of the new releases you're looking forward to the most, or if you want to shop some perfumes, then feel free to use my discounts. All the help information is down below, so make sure to check it out and let me know which other video you want me to film next for you. If you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them, so let's chat. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please follow me on my social media. I post on Instagram some fun content, and make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.